friends. So right now I am dealing with a scary situation as far as weather goes and whatnot, but oh, I can't be this way. Oh no! I thought that I thought I finally had it figured out. I haven't been able to figure out how to get it so that I can be in the correct escape mode or whatever, so that's not rotated vertically like a noob. But I tried. I thought I had it figured out, but I didn't. I'm trying to find my charger. If you follow me on Snapchat, then you can see the giant wall cloud of death that is upon me. I don't actually know what exactly it is. It just looks tornadic, and so I'm a little worried as far as is this tornadic or am I just over exaggerating? And then I had a few people message me freaking out, oh my god, there's a rotation not rotation, there's a big cloud and I'm not sure if it's rotating, but it's lowering and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh snap, okay, well, hopefully everything will be okay and that it's not a tornado, but I don't know. I thankfully got home and my pets are he ate his normal, he ate just fine. Nepeta's currently under my bed, just freaking out, per usual. But she's horrified of thunderstorms or anything. Worst case scenario, a hurricane. I don't have hurricanes. That would definitely be worst case scenario. Highly, highly impossible, but that would be worst case scenario. But I actually just got back from the park. I went just walking around and playing Pokemon Go because I'm a nerd. And I thought that I would kind of put this out there. I live in Oklahoma, and I was a nature park, and this guy was there's this really tall bridge, and it's over a creek, but there's a ton of rocks and everything like that, and he had hopped over and was sitting on the tall beams of the bridge, and I walked up and I'm just he's gotta be a teenager, late teens, and I see him just perched up there, and I was just kind of I don't know how to feel about that sort of thing, so I just walked up behind him and was how you doing tonight? You okay? You alright? And he was oh, yeah, I'm doing great, how are you? And I'm just I'm good. You sure you're good? Because lightning was starting and he's on this metal beam, so up high, he's made himself a lightning rod, and he's over rocks and a high fall sort of thing, so I'm just so I was you okay? You good? And he was oh, yeah, this looks sketchy, doesn't it? I just realized this probably looks really sketchy. I'm yeah, you actually have me really worried. You sure you're good? And he was oh yeah, I'm good, and whatnot. And he was actually, whenever you started walking across the bridge, it started shaking, and I had to hold on. I felt a little scared, I gotta hold on tighter, and I'm just okay. I'm gonna take his word for it that he's okay. But I gotta tell you, anybody who's suicidal, they can smile and be like, oh no, I'm perfectly fine. Everything's fine. Go about your business so that I can do this sort of thing. So I was just kind of like really worried. And so I like saw his car in the parking lot and I realized he's a nerd. He has like all these bumper stickers and whatnot. He's got Bill Cipher bumper sticker. And he looked like he probably was involved with the anime community or stuff like that. So, like, seeing his car, I'm like, okay, he's a nerd, and he's probably, like, in fandoms since he has Bill Cipher and whatnot. And I'm like, so if anybody knows a guy who's probably, like, late teenage years, who was, like, a nerdy guy in Oklahoma who was like, I'm gonna go to Martin Nature Park, which was the park that I went to. It's called Martin Nature Park, and stuff like that. If anybody, like, knows who that might be, or could maybe pass along, like, I just want to make absolute certain this guy's okay. Like, I'm gonna take him at his word that he's just maybe in, like, a zen moment, like, it's not a safe zen place. Just saying. Like, you made yourself a lightning rod and the potential of falling. Like, you made me really worried about you, dude. Like, I don't know who you are, but you made me worried. I just want to make sure you're okay, that all is bueno, and you're safe, and whatnot. So if anybody, like, knows... Just, like, but I also just kind of wanted to put that out there of, like, if you see somebody doing something and don't just walk away. Like, don't just, like, walk past it and assume, like, oh, they're just in a zen moment. Because if he's just in a zen moment, well, you know, at least he now knows that somebody cares about him and whatnot. But, like, if he was actually suicidal or whatnot, hopefully then he also, like, knows that somebody cares about him. But I'm still a little worried. Like, obviously, I'm still, like, a little shaken and worried that, like, he's not okay. But I hope he's okay. I really hope, like, he's just having a moment. Because, I mean, we've all been there. Like, I've gone and, like, had my moments and whatnot that maybe aren't the most safe things. But, I don't know. It worried me, and I don't want to, like, hear on the news of, like, teenager found dead at the da-da-da, and I'd be like, I don't know, I took him at his word of that, oh yeah, this probably looks sketchy, I'm good, and thank you, and blah de blah. I'm gonna take him at his word that he's okay. But I do know, like, anybody can say that, and I don't know. I just hope the guy's okay, but it doesn't hurt to ask, is what I'm getting to. Like, just, if you kind of suspect something maybe a little bit wrong with somebody, it doesn't hurt to just be like, how you doing? You okay? You alright? And if they give you a yeah... then just kind of, like, even more kind of, because he was like, yeah, and I still kind of stood there, like, buddy, do you realize you're on a bridge looking like you're about to jump off? I'm not just gonna be like, oh, okay, you're good, alright, bye. And that's whenever he was like, oh, I just realized, this looks really suspicious. I'm like, yeah, so, I only walked away because, like, he wasn't, like, telling me, like, oh yeah, I'm really suicidal, and he was kind of seeming like, you know, he realized that what he was doing looked really, really bad, but he didn't seem like, he seemed more thankful that I kind of, like, called him out on it. He didn't get down, which still worried me, but that's why I'm still worried. I'm just like, he didn't get down, and I don't know. I hope he was just in a zen mode of, like, he needed to be at one with nature or something, but I'm just like, I hope you're okay. But if you ever just see something like that, then just go up, ask, be like, you good? You alright? And if they tell you, like, no, like, I'm actually going through a lot of stuff right now, and even if they tell you, like, I'm going through a lot, leave me alone. Don't leave them alone. Just kind of be like, I'm sorry that you're going through stuff, and just know that people really do care about you. I care about you. If you would like to talk about it, if you don't, okay, but, like, you got people who do care about you, and I know I'm a stranger, but hi, human. I'm a human. You're a human. I care about you. And just kind of let them know, like, that they're not alone. So, I don't know what this kid's story is. He's a nerd in Oklahoma, so I'm like, maybe with my connections with nerds all over, maybe somebody knows who this guy is and can kind of make sure he's absolutely okay and safe. And just, I hope he has friends who knows where he's at and that all is good, because I also did worry too. I'm like, even if he's not suicidal, and if he, like, falls from that situation, like, the way it looked, I'm like, even if he accidentally falls and dies, or gets struck by lightning, falls and dies, people might think it's a suicide, even if it wasn't. And so I'm just like, I just want to make absolutely certain this kid is okay. But I didn't want to, like, pull him off of it because he wasn't acting like he was about to. Now, I was very wary, because, like, whenever I first saw him climb over, I stood back a little bit, not letting him know I was there, and just was watching. And then he, like, perched himself up, sitting on it, and I was just kind of like, okay, so that's when I started walking a little closer and whatnot, because I was like, if I watch that this boy is about to jump, I'm little, I'm much tinier than him, but I'm gonna find a way to, like, grab him somehow and just be like, buddy, hi, we don't know each other, but hi, you wanna not, like, I'm not gonna call anybody, like, I'm not gonna call the cops on you or anything like that, you're not in trouble, I wanna be here for you, what's going on? But I didn't see, like, him do that, so I just, like, kept walking, ask him, you okay? How you doing? I just don't want to see somebody who, like, is sitting there contemplating suicide, and people just walk past and then be like, yeah, nobody actually cares. I think that's sad, because that happens way too much. Because, like, with the Golden Gate Bridge, like, so many people all the time, like, they get passed up. People will see it happen, and they just kind of, like, ignore it, basically, like, too many times. And I feel like if you see somebody who looks like they are contemplating that or whatnot, or even if they don't look like they're contemplating suicide and they're just, like, having a bad day or something and you can tell, be that one human being. Don't do the bystander effect and just kind of be like, oh, look, they're sad. Oh, look, they look depressed. Oh, look, they look suicidal. Don't just walk past it. Like, get involved. Get involved. Just be like, hey, you alright? Everything bueno? You chill? Because I don't know this kid's story. I figured by his hair and stuff, and his way of speaking, the way he communicated, I was like, you're in fandoms. You have to be in fandoms. And so whenever I got and saw his car, I was like, I don't know at all what the fandom is with Bill Cipher. I just know Bill Cipher looks like Illuminati and has a top hat. And he had a car decal of Bill Cipher, and I was like, yeah, there we go, yep. And so I was like, well, I don't know who this guy is, but I hope he's okay. I thought about leaving a note, but I didn't have a piece of paper or a pen or anything in my car to, like, leave him a note and just be like, I just want to make absolutely sure you're okay. Here's my phone number if you're not. Like, I care. But hopefully all is good. Hopefully all is great. It is raining, so I'm worried. I'm like, dude, it was, like, this close to raining there, and he's just sitting on a metal bridge, just, like, as a lightning rod, and there was so much lightning around us, and I'm just like, even if you're not suicidal, and this is just, like, you're contemplating things and having a deep moment, You're a lightning rod now. Very worried about you. I want you to be okay. I want you to be safe. But I don't think anything's gonna happen, like, tornado-wise, because I don't hear any tornado sirens. I figured, like, whenever I got home, I would definitely know if it was tornado time or not, because, like, tornado sirens would be going off, and I don't hear any of that. There's thunder. It is very, like, rainy and thunder and whatnot, but no tornado, thankfully. That would have been weird. Not gonna lie, it would have been weird, because this is not normally tornado time. But, yeah, no. I hope all is good. But yeah, I had thought about filming tonight, but I think my audio would be fucked up with a lot of thunder, so I don't know. Maybe I'll film. Anyway, just thought that I would let y'all know what was going on, like, if you know this guy somehow, like, that, just check in on him. Like, if one of your friends was like, I'm gonna be at Martin Nature Park or something tonight, just see if he's okay. Like, I just want to make sure he's absolutely okay. But, anyway, thank you all. I love you all. If you're going through something, just know that somebody does care. I care a lot. I hope that everything gets better for you, and I know life is absolute shit. I know for a fact life is absolutely shit. But, like, there are people who want to make life happier and better with you, and be there to support you and care for you, and you don't have to be in the negative, horrible situations alone. There are people out there who definitely care about you, and I know even personally for myself, it's like, where? Where are they? And it's sometimes very hard to find in certain situations, but do know that there are tons of artful friends here. There's even me. Like, hit me up on Tumblr. I don't always check my email, so Tumblr's normally the easier way to get a hold of me. But just know, like, that there are people out there who really do want you to be happy and are willing to stand with you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you can always, like, hit me up. There are tons of people who are amazing human beings that are artful friends that you can also chat with and talk to and whatnot. So, be good to each other. Love you all very, very much. I hope you know that. I very much do. So take care, okay? Have a good night.